boy, oh boy, Treyarch has been showing the Swordfish some love. And it's got buffed twice in the past 2 updates. I realized very quickly that I was getting destroyed by it. It's kind of become one of the popular guns because of these updates. So I decided to mess with it. And here is my class, which I totally destroyed with it in the gameplay that you're about to see. So here's the setup. We got quick draw and high caliber, also hybrid mags. Quick draw and high caliber, kind of the 2 main attachments I would suggest. Hybrid mags, just because reload time is annoying, that's the only reason why I have that. You could swap it out for FMJ or long barrel, totally your preference. As for quick draw 2, don't really think it's necessary. Quick draw 2 is enough in my opinion, and then the suppressor sucks. I'm just gonna say that. I'd rather show up on the map and then have a better range and get it feels like the gun hits harder without the suppressor, so I would just do without that. And then as for the operator mod, Penta Burst makes it so that the burst is 5 shots instead of 4. That is awesome. I don't have it unlocked, so I can't use it actually, so I don't really know. But as far as I've seen in other videos and just by me getting killed by it, basically makes the gun a 1-shot regardless of where you shoot somebody. You know, as long as the rest of that kind of the recoil from the burst hits the rest of the guy, that's 1 shot. They're done. The rest of the class here, we have a secondary shotgun. I don't know why. I don't use it, so ignore that. And then gear, we have stim shot because I always want to be a healthy boy. Perks, we have scavenger, lightweight because I am speed, and dead silence. Now that is the class setup. And then also score streaks if you really want to know. Lightning strike, hellstorm, and sniper's nest. Let's jump into the gameplay now. I'm going to kind of explain why these are my score streaks. If you just wanted to, watch for the class setup, that's fine. You can click away now. From the rest of the video here, just kind of gonna be me talk about stuff. So, first of all, as for this gameplay, I was just kind of chilling, just playing in my spare time. Wasn't recording, so this didn't have a commentary for this or anything. But I had this gameplay. I hit some crazy stuff. So I was like, I'm gonna need to go back to the theater and record this and try to work it into a video. So that's what we're doing. But theater mode is weird, so I just want to apologize for it. It is wonky, dude. So it's like, sometimes teammates will show up as bad guys in theater mode. Sometimes their names won't even show up at all. Sometimes there's like a red health bar above people. They may be a good guy, they may be a bad guy. I don't know, but they have a red health bar, which is weird. Oh, I just hurt my knee. But so theater mode is weird. So let me apologize for that. Just take the gameplay for what it is. Kind of ignore that stuff. Now, as for kind of what I wanted to talk about at this point. I want to let you know of the buffs of the Swordfish. Now, the first buff, the 1.05, came from the 1.05 patch. They slightly reduced delay between bursts. They reduced idle sway, and then the Penta mod, the Penta Burst Operator mod, has standard burst delay. So basically, even though it's 5 shots, it shoots just as fast as a 4-shot burst, which is cool. And then in the most recent patch 1.07, they made it so that the upward recoil of the shot is decreased. So this gun is an absolute laser now. Laser. It is insane. So both of the links for those patches will be in the description if you want to check those out. But this gun tears now. Long range, medium range is really good. Close range, not so good. But if you can, scope in, get your ADS and get those shots, you can still win those close range gunfights, even against SMGs. It works. So that's the gun. Now, in regards to patches, I read these things as soon as they come out. So I suggest you do that too, because Treyarch makes a lot of changes to guns. They make guns better, they make guns worse. They change score streaks, they change things like spawns. They do kind of some other, they fix glitches and stuff, which is a little less important. But the stuff that they change in gameplay affects gameplay, surprisingly. Whatever. But so read that stuff because it's gonna affect the game, and if you stay on top of like kind of what's popular, like what gun is buffed and becomes popular, and what guns are nerfed and kind of sucks now, that's gonna help your gameplay. It's gonna help you get higher win-loss ratios. It's gonna help your KD. So I encourage you to read that stuff if you're serious about the game. And then now what I wanted to address in the most recent patch is the score streaks. They made some huge changes on the score streaks. First of all, one of the big changes was the care package. Now pay attention to this, Dominic, if you're watching, because I know you like these bad boys. but basically they did some stuff with the care package. They made it so that the marker that you toss is a little more accurate, and the helicopter that drops the care package is faster, which is good. But they reduced how often good score streaks are received in care packages. So things like attack choppers, thrashers, even gunships, you're not going to get those as often. So really, care packages just became less valuable, but they didn't make it easier to get. They didn't reduce the score streak required to get it. So they reduced its usefulness, but they didn't make it easier to get, which is kind of like, why? But whatever. They did make some score adjustments to other score streaks, the ones that are kind of important to me. They changed the dart and RCXD. That doesn't matter. Nobody uses that stuff, and if you do, you're weird. Lightning Strike, they made it 50 points easier to get. Sentry, also 50 points easier. Hellstorm, 100 points harder to get. Sniper's Nest, 50 points easier to get. Mantis was increased to 1100. Thresher was 50 points easier to get. Attack Chopper, 100 points harder to get. So for those reasons, that's why I'm rocking the Lightning Strike and the Sniper's Nest, because those two became easier to get. So that's why. I have nothing else to say about that. But another thing with this patch, which kind of really just, it tickles my nipples, it's they dropped the score given from score streak kills from 25 to 10. So if you build your score streaks, so you go from Lightning Strike to Sentry, and then you try to get a Mantis or an Attack Chopper, that is now 60% more difficult if my math is right. Because that 10 points is now so minimal that you can't really build your score streaks off of each other. So it's why? Score streaks kind of are difficult to get in this game to begin with. I don't know why Treyarch felt the need to do that, but whatever. It is what it is. So just kind of keep that in mind when it comes to your score streaks. It's you get 100 points for a kill, and now you would have to get 10 kills with score streaks to get the same amount of score equivalent of 1 kill. I guess that depends on what game mode you're playing. Is it 100 points? I don't even know. But you get what I'm trying to say. So keep that in mind when you come to choosing your score streaks. So that's kind of the end of this rant. I'll stop talking and finish out this gameplay here. But thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe to make sure that you that you get notified of the next video, which will be the normal regular video with a live commentary. This was just kind of something I wanted to put together and throw out there. So thank you for watching it. I appreciate you.